Hello guys! Today we are learning about Chichén Itzá, one of the most mysterious and amazing wonders of the world. It is an ancient city built by the Maya people, full of secrets, legends and history. In this video, we will explore who built it, what it was used for and why it still surprises people today. All in simple English so you can learn and enjoy at the same time. Chichén Itzá is located in the country of Mexico, in a region called the Yucatan Peninsula. Long ago, before there were modern buildings or roads, the Maya people lived in this area. The Maya were one of the most advanced ancient civilizations. They were great builders, artists, scientists, and thinkers. They built beautiful cities in the middle of forests, and Chichén Itzá was one of their greatest cities. The name Chichén Itzá means at the mouth of the well of the Itza. This name comes from two words. Chi means mouth, and Chen means well. There were large natural wells in the area, called cenotes, which gave the people water. These wells were also considered very spiritual and important. The city was named after both the water source and the people, the Itza, who lived there. Chichén Itzá was built around 600 AD, and for many years it was the most powerful city in the Maya world. It was a centre for politics, religion and trade. People came here to worship, study, play games, and make decisions. The city was full of life and energy. It had temples, pyramids, markets, homes, and even places for sports. The most famous building in Chichén Itzá is a big pyramid called El Castillo, also known as the Temple of Kukulkan. This pyramid is very special. It is not just a building, but also a kind of calendar. It has 365 steps, one for each day of the year. 4 staircases go up each side of the pyramid, and each has 91 steps. If you count them all together with the top platform, you get 365 steps. This shows how smart the Maya people were with math and time. Kukulkan is the name of a feathered serpent god. The Maya believed this god could come to earth from the sky and the underworld. Every year, during the spring and autumn equinoxes, something magical happens at El Castillo. When the sun sets, shadows fall on the side of the pyramid. These shadows create the shape of a snake moving down the staircase. People from around the world come to see this. It is a powerful mix of science, art and religion. But that's not the only special thing in Chichén Itzá. There is also the Great Ball Court, the largest of its kind in ancient America. It is longer than a football field. The Maya played a game here that was more than just fun. It was a mix of sport and ceremony. Players had to hit a heavy rubber ball through a small stone ring high on the wall, without using their hands. Some say the game was used to settle conflicts or honour the gods. In some stories, the winners or losers were sacrificed as part of a religious tradition. There are also many other interesting buildings in Chichén Itzá. One of them is the Temple of the Warriors. This temple has rows of columns carved with images of warriors. It shows how important protection and bravery were to the Maya. Nearby, there is the group of 1,000 columns, which might have been a large meeting place or market area. There's also an observatory called El Caracol. It has a round shape and windows that align with the stars. The Maya used it to study the sky and track planets, especially Venus. The Maya were excellent astronomers. They could predict eclipses and changes in the seasons. They followed the movement of the sun and stars to plan farming and festivals. Their calendar system was very complex. They had 2 main calendars, one for daily use and one for spiritual events. They believed time was a circle, not a straight line, and everything in life had a pattern. The Maya people also had a writing system. It is called hieroglyphics. They wrote using symbols and pictures, not letters like we use today. These symbols told stories about kings, wars, gods, and nature. Many of these writings were carved into the stones of Chichén Itzá. Some were painted on pottery or written in books made from tree bark. Today, scientists are still working to understand all the meanings, but what we know already shows how rich and detailed Maya history was. One amazing thing about Chichén Itzá is how the Maya used sound. If you clap your hands in front of the temple of Kukulkan, the sound bounces back and makes a strange echo, like a bird's chirp. Some believe it sounds like the call of the Quetzal, a sacred bird to the Maya. This shows how smart the Maya were. They used nature, math, and sound to design their buildings in special ways. They knew how to work with the environment, not just against it. There's also a place in Chichén Itzá called the Sacred Cenote. It is a large, deep natural pool of water. The Maya believed it was a door to the spirit world. They would throw valuable items like gold, pottery, and even people into the cenote as offerings to the gods. This may sound strange today, but it was part of their religion. They believed the gods would be pleased and help their crops grow or bring rain. Women and children also had roles in Maya society. Women took care of the home, cooked, made clothes, and helped raise children. Some women even became priestesses or leaders. Children learned by watching adults and helping with daily work. Boys would later learn trades like farming or building. Girls would learn skills like weaving and cooking. Education was not in schools like today, but in homes and temples. Life in Chichén Itzá was full of colour and culture. The Maya people wore clothes made of cotton, decorated with bright colours and feathers. They made jewellery from jade and gold. They painted their buildings with red, blue and green, and filled them with carvings and symbols. They believed everything in life had a spirit, even rocks, trees and animals. Religion was very important to them. They believed in many gods, each one in charge of different things: the sun, rain, corn, and death. They built temples to honour these gods and made offerings like food, pottery, and sometimes even human sacrifices. They thought these gifts would keep the world in balance. But like many great cities, Chichén Itzá slowly lost its power. By around 1200 AD, people stopped living there. Historians still do not know exactly why. Some say it was war, others say it was drought or sickness. The jungle started to grow over the buildings, hiding them from view. For many years, people forgot about Chichén Itzá. Then in the 1800s, explorers and historians started visiting the ruins. They were amazed by what they found: huge pyramids, tall temples, and stone carvings with strange symbols. Slowly, the city came back to life, not as a home for people, but as a place of learning and wonder. In 2007, Chichén Itzá was named one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Today, millions of people visit it every year. They walk among the ruins, take photos, and learn about the Maya. It's not just a tourist spot, it's a symbol of human intelligence, creativity, and belief. Even though many years have passed, Chichén Itzá still teaches us important lessons. It reminds us to look at the stars, to listen to the earth, and to live with respect for time and nature. It also shows that even in ancient times, people could do incredible things without modern machines. When you look at the temple of Kukulkan or walk through the bull court, you can almost hear the voices of the Maya people, singing, praying, learning, and building a city that would last for centuries. Every stone has a story, and every path leads to the past. Thank you for watching this video and joining our journey through history and English learning. If you liked this story, please give the video a thumbs up and share it with others. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next part of our 7 Days, 7 Wonders adventure. See you in the next video.